Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today I'm playing on a live game for you and this time around it is a Zerg vs Terran. Now, as of late, and also like my most recent Zerg vs Terran videos ever since like really Legacy of the Void has come out, so you know, really like the last half year or so, I have actually been, no, it's not been that long. Anyways, I've actually been playing a lot of Roach Ravager. Now, the one style that I do actually want to practice a little bit more and that I'm going to try and practice a little bit right now while recording this is the Mutalisks Bane style. As you may be very well aware, Mutalisks Bane has always been one of the staples in the Zerg vs Terran matchup. The only downside to it is that it's really difficult to control. Things like creep spread and queen injects and whatnot become infinitely more possible or powerful because, you know, if you want to make Zerglings, obviously you're gonna need a lot of larvae. In order to actually properly surround the Terran army, you need to have a lot of creep spread as well. So we're just simply gonna try and see how well we can do. Now, obviously, I'm still willing to like open up very safely. Still gonna be opening up with the hatchery first into the gas and then the spawning pool as well. I do also want to focus on macro because the 3 base is practically mandatory. But anyways, now you know what the goal of this video is going to be. So Mutalisks Bane style. Let's see if we, you know, still know how to do it. We should still be able to still do this, but I haven't actually practiced it very much. Like, whenever I'm on a live stream, which is pretty much every single day, but whenever I stream StarCraft 2, I do try and, you know, do a Zerg vs Terran with Mutalisks Bane about, I would say maybe 1 in 10 games or so. So it's not like I haven't done it for very many months, but it definitely is noticeable that I haven't been practicing it as much as we used to back in the day where it was really the only viable strategy. So would I recommend playing Mutalisks Bane? Probably not too much. It's a great strategy if you are feeling confident in your control. But if you are feeling like, you know, that's not one of your strongest points, then by all means you probably want to go ahead and practice Roach Ravager instead. Immediately do have that reactor. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and make some... did I not make an overlord? Oh snap, I did not make an overlord here. All good though. We can just expand a little sooner then. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the third right now. So we know right now that my opponent is gonna go for some really quick Hellion play. We'll have to keep in mind that we need to counter that. But we should be just fine here defending against this Reaper. And we're gonna be getting the third base up before those Hellions get to my side of the map. That should easily allow me to keep it alive because, you know, obviously oftentimes the Hellions are gonna try and deny that drone from ever getting over there. So I'm expanding away from my opponent. Most of the time on other maps I will be trying to focus on, you know, at least like getting the base as close as possible. When I play Roach Ravager, that is, just because that will make the defending play much easier. But we should be good to go. So I know very well that the Hellions should be arriving on my side of the map roughly like 4 minutes or so into the game. Maybe a little bit sooner just because he did get it so extremely quickly. So what I'm gonna just simply get here is a, I'm gonna pull the 2 drones out of gas as well, is a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler at the front of my base. Now this may seem a little odd, it may seem a little bit weird, but it's actually really good. It does make it much easier to play against Terran oftentimes, in particular when they go for like Hellbat timings and like, you know, Hellion timings or like Marine timings or all those kind of things. Anything that involves a medevac, anything that involves a starport. Or yeah, it does make it way easier to defend it. So 4 minutes or so, you want to try and have those up. Sometimes you can get them a little bit later. That should be a dead, right? Come on. Okay, I was gonna say, that would suck if that didn't get it. Alright, let me go ahead and hit the inject right there. And we're gonna just move this dude forward a little. We'll start up 2 more Evo chambers there. Add the drones back into the gas geyser. Third base is up, by the way, so we want to move this queen over there. And we'll start taking map control. And what I mean with taking map control, I've seen questions pop up of that every now and then. Basically, make sure you have control of the map, so you have as much vision as possible. Okay, Lara's going up. Need 1 more worker in the main base. And we're just simply going to try and do as much as we can. Now, I haven't seen very much from my opponent. I haven't seen very much aggression at all. So he could be going for some sort of stimp back aggression. I'm going to see if I can get some scouting info here. Okay, so he's saving up. He's saving up at least a couple of those. We'll start making like 16 or so links then ourselves. Probably going to be a safe option. Just to make sure we don't get caught off guard. And in the worst case scenario, we're going to use it for run base. Now, if you look at the map control that I got right now, look at the mini-map, right? We got a lot of vision here. We know practically everything that's going on. He's adding on an armory here too, which is a little surprising. Could try and go for maybe a quick third with a planetary fortress, or he's just trying to upgrade the siege tanks. All is good though. Alright, so we got some links. I'm gonna add on my Baneling nest here as well. And I want to make sure that I start droning up that third base as quickly as possible, as well as start up my Spire when I do have the gas for it. So I'm not like starting it up really early on into the game. I'm trying to rush it out or whatever. Just trying to be safe here. I'm actually a little late on my Baneling nest, to be honest. You usually want to get that a little sooner. Once again, trying to scout about, see what we got. Okay, so he's going... He may actually very well be playing mech. Okay, let's have a look. That could actually change this game a lot if he knew that that is the case. Gonna use my Zerglings to set them up for a run by. I'm gonna have one more creep tumor going that way. So he's actually moving out right now. Very weird timing. Very weird timing. Alright. Baneling nest is done though, so we should be alright. Morphing into Banes. Banes are gonna be able to, you know, take out most of these Hellbats. And I'm putting the queens as well because I'm most likely gonna need them. Wow, this is a really interesting timing that I've not seen before. Okay. Really weird timing here. Hero drones. Why is he not moving back with those siege tanks? I don't know what he's trying to do here, guys, but this was definitely him putting a lot of effort into this early game aggression. Now my Spire is done. We can definitely go ahead and start making some mutas here. Gonna start upgrading them as well. And now we can start taking the dominating factor. So I highly doubt my opponent actually made any kind of, you know, expansion as a follow-up. He could maybe have it. I highly doubt it though. He seemed to put a lot of effort into that timing. And just because we had like a massive economy lead there, we're in a really good spot now. Really good spot. Alright, just because we can, I'm gonna go ahead and make a third base. Saturate this gas as well, obviously. Get some more creep spread going. And sometimes these builds happen, right? Sometimes builds happen where you just, you know, have a really weird type of game. Just gonna be scouting about once and more, just because I do need to figure out exactly what's going on here. And I'm actually gonna be getting in my fourth base up here as well, just because we got the leftover minerals for it. And I'm mostly done droning off of 3 bases, so it should be, you know, a good amount. Okay. So he seems to still be focusing on a weird mixture of mech and bio. Well, he may try and go for a bit of a run by here. I'm gonna make sure that I obviously do get that upgrade here. Splitting up the Zerglings, at least as much as possible. There is a missile turret there, but not too worried about that. Okay. There we go. And we're sending out most of the Zerglings as well. We cleaned up all of the things that you had over there. And these mutas seem to have caught my opponent completely off guard. That's great, that's great. As soon as he unsieges those units, I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, I don't know if he will. I was gonna say, like, as soon as he unsieges, I'm gonna move in with the rest of my units. Okay. We'll go ahead and start taking up towards the Hive. Obviously, do need to start droning up that base as well. And you can see, like, the rust is starting to kick in, right? I'm not too used to playing this macro game when I play Mutaling Bane. I actually have a little bit too much, you know, resources right now. I'm trying to play as fast as I possibly can. But because of the changes to the creep spread and whatnot, I'm definitely, you know, missing some beats here compared to what I played in Heart of the Swarm when I played this style. I mean, we're definitely still in a very good position, don't get me wrong. It's just that things could go poorly from here. I mean, imagine if I would have been able to, like, spend all my things now. I think I can just push in, man. I got so many things. The thing is, he's also got Hellbats. I want to see how many he's got. No, I don't think we should move in. No, we'll just stack up to watch the Hive. If you're not sure, it's usually better to not move in. Usually. It's very hard to say how that engagement would go. And tacking up towards the Hive is more likely to give me the advantage. Gonna be switching into Brute Lords. Obviously, that does mean that I need to deal with his Liberators. So I'm going to be adding on some Corruptors here already. And just because we can, I'm going to be taking another base as well. So now we finally, you know, now that we're focusing on the macro, we're all of a sudden in a much better spot. And I think I'm just going to add on a Roach Warren, just in case I randomly get overrun. Okay, we got to make sure that we take the control of this match, or of the watchtower as well. And just, like, keep on fighting here. Got to keep in mind, though, the Liberators are going to definitely move in at this point. So that means that, you know, we can't, like, fly around here for too long. Alright. I'm gonna be getting another... Nah, I was gonna get another Spire, but I probably should not be doing that. Okay. Got a lot of cruise threat here. That will help us out a ton. Start up the Queen Inject time. Oh my god, he's got so much shit. He's got so much shit. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wonder if we're actually gonna be in trouble here. We gotta set up as big of an engagement as we possibly can. I'm gonna send some units behind as well. I'm making as much as I can. We got a ton of... Like, we got a huge surround setup here. But obviously this is scary as hell because... Well, hey. Okay, here we go. We need to go. Did not quite get the Greater Spire yet. We did get lucky though, because we got this base ready to go. Okay. It's time to start moving across the map. That was a crazy engagement there. That could have gone so poorly for us. Trying to move out here. We'll get the upgrade here too. Okay, here we go. We'll piss that thing to death. Very good. Okay, this is actually huge. Because these, that means that those Brute Lords are gonna go to town. We actually don't have that many workers anymore though. I need to like add on more workers here. You guys get over there for the moment. I'll start rallying up for that base and we'll start morphing in some Brute Lords to start raining justice to him. Okay, that means that we're gonna need a separate hotkey group for this. I'm gonna make sure that I morph in the low HP ones first. I don't want too many of them either. Just about that. Just about that many. Okay. Well, maybe a couple more then. Okay. So, 6 Brute Lords here. The scary thing here is the army that is on the ground. Or the army that's in the air, not the army that's on the ground. Just as a follow-up, I'm also gonna be getting my Ultra Cavern. Oh god, oh god, oh god. 16 workers. Those just got roasted. The thing is that mech is really expensive as far as like the gas costs. Everything else is not nearly that bad. Okay then. That cost us quite a lot though, and we're not quite maxed out yet. Alright, time to start raining. Putting the rest of my army on a separate hotkey now as well. Or the Liberators, or the Corruptors that is. I need the Corruptors to snipe down all the other things. Gonna spread those out preemptively. He's got a lot of things. Okay, here goes nothing. Making more and more and more units here. Trying to magic box as much of this army as possible. And it looks like we've managed to clean up most of the shenanigans. Rallying as much as I can right now across the map. We'll get some more gas going as well. Obviously, morphing the idle workers over as well, to make sure that those are, you know, gonna be fighting. It looks like We're slowly but surely starting to tick away at my opponent here. He's repairing, he's trying to keep this alive. I'm trying to make sure that I'm, you know, positioning my units towards where the Vikings are gonna be spawning from. But also out of range, obviously, of the rest of his, you know, air army. Okay, we'll just go for the main. Gotta protect though, gotta protect my Brute Lords. And my opponent says, well played. So, very epic game actually right here. Very solid in general. There were some crazy engagements there where I could have easily lost it. And my opponent agrees with me in saying that that is going to be well played, apparently. I mean, I thought I played that quite well, considering I don't play too much Mutaling Bane. But, yeah, if you have any questions about this game, my heart is beating, though. This is the reason why I play StarCraft, by the way. Like, this is why I love playing StarCraft. It's incredible to, like, you know, take games like this one. But either way, if you have any questions about anything of this, please let me know right below the like button in the comment section of the video. I'll try my best to answer everything once I get the chance to, but I'll keep an eye out on the comment section. And other than that, I want to thank y'all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.